Welcome to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the ages, uncovering the mysteries of our collective past. Today, we find ourselves at the threshold of a most pivotal moment in human history, the scientific revolution. This transformative era, which spanned the 16th to the 18th centuries, witnessed a seismic shift in our understanding of the natural world as scholars and scientists began to challenge traditional wisdom and seek answers through observation, experimentation, and reason. As we delve into the origins of this revolution, let us transport ourselves to the bustling streets of Renaissance Italy, where the seeds of curiosity were sown. It is the year 1543, and the city of Padua is abuzz with intellectual fervor. The magnificent Basilica di Sant'Antonio stands tall, its Byzantine architecture a testament to the city's rich cultural heritage. Here, in the shadow of this grand structure, we find the likes of Andreas Vesalius, a young Flemish anatomist who would soon shake the foundations of medical knowledge with his groundbreaking work, De Humani Corporis Fabrica. This seminal text, adorned with intricate illustrations and meticulous observations, laid bare the inner workings of the human body, dispelling long-held myths and sparking a new era of scientific inquiry. As we wander through the streets of Padua, we encounter other visionaries who would play a crucial role in shaping the scientific revolution. The University of Padua, founded in 1222, was a hotbed of intellectual activity, attracting scholars from across Europe. It was here that Vesalius conducted his pioneering work on human anatomy, and where the likes of Galen's theories were being challenged by a new generation of thinkers. The city of Florence, with its Grand Duomo and Uffizi Gallery, was another hub of intellectual activity during this period. Here, we find the likes of Leonardo da Vinci, a true Renaissance man who excelled in art, engineering, and anatomy. His meticulous observations and detailed drawings of the human body would influence generations of scientists to come. The Medici family, patrons of the arts and sciences, played a significant role in fostering this intellectual climate, supporting scholars and providing them with the resources they needed to pursue their research. As we explore the historical context of the scientific revolution, we must also consider the impact of the Protestant Reformation on the development of scientific thought. The challenges posed by Protestant reformers like Martin Luther and John Calvin to the authority of the Catholic Church created an environment in which traditional wisdom could be questioned and new ideas could emerge. The printing press, invented by Johannes Gutenberg in 1450, facilitated the dissemination of knowledge, allowing scholars to share their findings with a wider audience. The earliest whispers of the scientific revolution can be heard in the works of scholars like Francis Bacon, who advocated for a more empirical approach to knowledge in his book Novum Organum, published in 1620. His emphasis on observation, experimentation, and the collection of data would become a hallmark of the scientific method, shaping the course of scientific inquiry for centuries to come. In the years leading up to the scientific revolution, we see a convergence of intellectual currents that would ultimately give rise to this transformative era. The rediscovery of classical texts, the emergence of humanism, and the growth of a prosperous middle class all contributed to an environment in which scientific inquiry could flourish. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we continue our journey through the ages, uncovering the mysteries of our collective past. Today, we find ourselves at the pinnacle of the scientific revolution, a transformative era that witnessed a seismic shift in our understanding of the natural world. This was an age of unparalleled discovery, where scholars and scientists pushed the boundaries of human knowledge, challenging traditional wisdom and seeking answers through observation, experimentation, and reason. As we delve into the heart of this revolution, let us transport ourselves to the vibrant city of 17th century London, where the likes of Isaac Newton and Robert Hooke were making groundbreaking discoveries that would change the face of science forever. The year is 1665, and the Great Plague has just ravaged the city, claiming thousands of lives. Yet, amidst this devastation, a sense of intellectual curiosity and innovation was brewing. The Royal Society, founded in 1660, had become a hub of scientific activity, attracting scholars from across Europe. Here we find Newton, a young Cambridge scholar who would soon unlock the secrets of the universe with his laws of motion and universal gravitation. As we explore the scientific landscape of this period, we encounter other visionaries who were shaping the course of human knowledge. The French philosopher René Descartes, with his emphasis on reason and skepticism, laid the foundations for modern philosophy. His famous statement, "I think, therefore I am," became a rallying cry for intellectuals seeking to challenge traditional authority and seek answers through rational inquiry. The Dutch tradesman, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, using his handcrafted microscopes, discovered the existence of microorganisms, revealing a hidden world that had been invisible to the naked eye. The scientific method, with its emphasis on observation, experimentation, and data collection, became the hallmark of this era. Scholars like Robert Boyle, with his work on the behavior of gases, and Edmund Halley, who predicted the return of the comet that bears his name, demonstrated the power of empirical inquiry in unlocking the secrets of the natural world. The development of new instruments, such as the telescope and the microscope, allowed scientists to study the universe in unprecedented detail, revealing new worlds and new phenomena that challenged traditional understanding. As we witness the unfolding of these pivotal events, we see a convergence of intellectual currents that would ultimately give rise to a fundamental shift in human understanding. The scientific revolution was not just about scientific discovery, it was also about the emergence of a new worldview, one that emphasized reason, empiricism, and individualism. This was an era that saw the rise of modern nation-states, the growth of international trade, and the emergence of a prosperous middle class, all of which contributed to an environment in which scientific inquiry could flourish. The likes of Kepler, with his laws of planetary motion, and Galileo, who challenged the geocentric model of the universe, paved the way for Newton's groundbreaking work. The publication of Newton's Philosophia Naturalis Principia Mathematica in 1687 marked a turning point in the history of science, as it provided a unified framework for understanding the natural world. This was an era that saw the emergence of modern scientific disciplines such as physics, chemistry, and biology, each with its own distinct methods and areas of inquiry. As we reach the pinnacle of the scientific revolution, we see a world transformed by human curiosity and ingenuity. The discoveries of this era laid the foundations for the scientific and technological advances of the centuries that followed. The steam engine, the railroad, and the telegraph were just a few of the innovations that would emerge from the intellectual ferment of this period. As we prepare to leave this pivotal moment in human history, we must acknowledge the profound impact that the scientific revolution had on our understanding of the world and our place within it. Join us next time on History with Herodotus as we conclude our exploration of the scientific revolution and its enduring impact on human knowledge and understanding. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we conclude our journey through the ages, uncovering the mysteries of our collective past. Today, we find ourselves in the aftermath of the scientific revolution, a transformative era that witnessed a seismic shift in our understanding of the natural world. As this period drew to a close, its legacy continued to shape the course of human history, influencing the development of modern science, technology, and society. As we delve into the decline of the scientific revolution, let us transport ourselves to 18th century Europe, where the Enlightenment was in full bloom. Thinkers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Kant were building upon the foundations laid by the scientific pioneers of the previous century. The Royal Society, now an established institution, continued to attract scholars from across Europe, fostering a sense of community and collaboration that drove innovation forward. One of the key factors contributing to the decline of the scientific revolution was the rise of specialization within the scientific community. As scientists delved deeper into their respective fields, they began to lose sight of the broader interdisciplinary approaches that had characterized the earlier era. This led to a fragmentation of knowledge, with experts in one field often failing to communicate effectively with those in other areas. Despite this trend, the legacy of the scientific revolution continued to inspire new generations of scientists and thinkers. The Industrial Revolution, which began to take shape in the late 18th century, owed a significant debt to the scientific discoveries of the previous era. Innovations like the steam engine, developed by James Watt, and the spinning jenny, invented by James Hargreaves, transformed the textile industry and paved the way for the mass production of goods. As we explore the lasting impact of the scientific revolution, we find that its influence extended far beyond the realm of science itself. The emphasis on reason, empiricism, and individualism that characterized this era helped shape modern Western society, influencing everything from politics and economics to art and literature. The concept of progress, which emerged during this period, continues to drive human innovation and advancement to this day. In the words of Isaac Newton, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." This sentiment encapsulates the spirit of the scientific revolution, which was built upon the discoveries and insights of earlier thinkers. As we reflect on the decline of this era, we are reminded that scientific progress is a cumulative process, with each generation building upon the achievements of those who came before. As we conclude our exploration of the scientific revolution, we are left with a profound appreciation for the power of human curiosity and ingenuity. The discoveries of this era have had a lasting impact on our understanding of the world and our place within it. From the laws of motion to the behavior of microorganisms, the scientific advances of this period continue to shape our daily lives and inform our decisions about the future. In the end, the scientific revolution was not just a historical event. It was a watershed moment in human history, one that marked a fundamental shift in our understanding of the natural world and our place within it. As we look to the future, we would do well to remember the lessons of this era, embracing the values of reason, empiricism, and individualism that have driven human progress for centuries. Join us next time on History with Herodotus, as we explore new chapters in the ongoing story of human discovery and ingenuity. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.